since we were on the topic of EA earlier, EA Sports a couple weeks ago dropped Madden 17 with Rob Gronkowski on the cover. It has gotten a lot of praise. By the way. It's gotten a lot of praise. It plays a lot smoother than it did last year. And although of course EA has server updates every week. Yay. I honestly wish it would do it while I was at work, but that's probably more of the time when people are actually playing the game.
Oh,
so I don't get it. So, but I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. One of them being the catching mechanic on it. Hasn't changed from last year. But there was one of my friends that I work with. He was playing a game with one of his buddies, and he had caught the ball. It seemed that he had caught the ball, but somebody had tackled him, and it turned into a fumble. But the ball was in his hands. But when he got to the replay, the ball was actually moving loosely in his hands, like it had glitched through his hands. So it was moving. So it registered that it was still moving in his hands, so it counted as a fumble. And that was and it's just little stuff like that. Like they've changed the kicking mechanics back to what they did a couple years ago, which is really annoying, by the way. I liked how they had it last year. They've added better trick plays where you can go above a kicking line and mess up a punt or mess a field goal up. They've added all of this stuff to make the game more complete for football, but it's just the little things that they have to fix, and they have to fix with updates now. And I'm not so mad that you have to do updates where it's like, well, why not just have it, I see they would like to have the way that Madden always falls. It always falls at the beginning of football season every year. Because you can actually play a week of football. Like, you can play with your favorite team and play the season the way you want to, with franchise, and you will play every game that they would, home and away. You can go undefeated, you can go to the Super Bowl, you can create your own player, be a current player, a coach, or the owner of the team. That's what you do in franchise. You have the ultimate team where you can build your own team from other players, basically having Gronkowski. Like, it's basically fantasy football. And sorry, I had to smack my dog. I think the game itself has turned out better than it did last year. My only concern is that a lot of people, like, the repetition of it and the wanting to buy downloaded games, like digitally downloading it. So I have 16 and 17 digitally downloaded, so I can have them both downloaded at the same time. So, and obviously you can't take a digital download into a store. So that's kind of where I was like, oh, maybe that's probably where physical copies a lot better than digital download, because then you could just take last year's in and get this year's.
Yeah,
That's
basically
probably a hell of a
re-up.
lot better. I wish I would have thought of that before. But I'm slow.
No, because normally you'd be right to do, like, I like having physical copies just because, like, I'm old school and I like that. But you're right, for most games, having a digital copy is just the same. But with a sports game, since the new one is literally out every year, that would be, like, one of the few times where it's like, to have a physical copy nowadays would be good just to trade it in to re-up for next year.
Yeah.
So for the most part, yeah, like, you just didn't, now you kind of, people are now looking at it and going, yeah, I should probably just re-up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure. Like, I know a lot of people aren't really. I mean, I know there's like crazy, nutty sports fans. I mostly do it because it's fun. I play Madden obviously because it's fun, and to kind of like go against the computer and be like, all right, here's the play that'll work with this versus this, and that for me is fun. Is how to be a computer, because I don't like playing against people. Mostly because I hate people, but whatever. Um, I don't like playing against people because people aren't predictable. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing, but when it comes to like football, people generally have like teams have their plays that they do, and generally they'll follow them. Like obviously, if a player sees an opening, they're gonna go that way. But whenever I play people online, it is sporadic, and
And you
people
like,
just go apeshit. It's like, I don't even know what you're doing.
so from what I'm getting is you kind of like the realism of the team acting the way that they should act, and playing against that team as the way they should be.
Yes, basically. And like obviously you have different modes, like you'll have rookie all the way up to I think it's
All Madden.
like all Madden. Yeah, that's what it is. All Madden. Um I'm a level below all Madden. It's like pro something.
All Pro.
Thank you. I can't.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
look at it. I just click it and go.
Yeah.
I don't do all Madden because I get my ass kicked on all Madden.
Preach. Preach. Gamer
Right?
class.
Oh, that would be me in a heartbeat, because I suck at sports
I mean,
games.
it does. Like, it's because all Madden is basically like you're going, like, if you're a quarterback, you're gonna get sacked in like 2 seconds flat. Don't even bother throwing the ball.
Oh, wow.
Like,
I can only make it to playoffs in all Madden. After that, I can't. I've never been to a Super Bowl in all Madden. And I'm like, fuck this goddamn game.
Right? Like, I've won the Super Bowl in all pro. It's like, hey.
Yeah, I can't even.
Oh, and if anybody is anti-Peyton fan, he is not in this game. Peyton Manning is not in this game.
I like Peyton.
I think he's an unlockable character for your ultimate team, but other than that, he is not on the Broncos. He is, because he did retire after his Super Bowl win for Super Bowl 50, so he is not in this. He is not a starter on the Broncos, which is like, yes. Not that I didn't like playing against him. I just don't like him.
Why? What do you have against Peyton?
He's a dick.
Just because he donates to children's hospitals. What a dick.
No, that's not even it. He has a children's hospital here that he doesn't go to.
Oh, gotcha.
Everybody else goes to.
Why would an adult go to a children's hospital? No,
I mean,
shut up, Justin.
Seriously though. But
yeah, sorry.
But you knew what I meant. But no, in all honesty, he's just kind of a prick. Like, you know those people, like, you see a star in like a movie and you're like, I bet they're a complete asshole and all uppity in real life. Pretty sure that's Peyton Manning.
You know, I've only met one actual sports person in real life, and that was do you like the NBA?
Kinda. I don't like playing the game because that's just confusing.
Yeah, but do you remember Rick Smits and the Pacers? He used to always go up against Shaquille O'Neal. I actually met him when I was a kid, like in 4th grade. He made fun of me, but he was a really cool guy. We were sitting there,
Everyone makes fun of you.
Fuck you, dude. We walk in and there's this little card shop that used to be next to a game shop where I used to live on 10th Street, and we would go in there all the time and buy cards, this and that. And he actually knew the owner, and we walk in. And he signed my basketball. He's really nice, eating rallies. Dude was super fucking tall, dude. Like, really big. And of course, I'm 4 years old, I'm small. And I kept saying, you're tall. God, you're tall. God. And I guess he finally got annoyed with it, and he put his hand on my head. And I had a chili bowl haircut, and he's like, where'd you get the bowl to fit your head, kid? But he was a cool dude. He was just joking, and we had a lot of fun. And he actually stopped by a friend's house of mine to, show up. But, me with sports games, you and Justin are, kindred spirits. The last sports games that I enjoyed was NBA Jam and NFL Blitz. I wish they would bring those back because those are the fun, wild, crazy ones. And Madden, it's just so involved that it's over my head.
Well, the last NBA game I played was on NBA Street. That was on the GameCube. That was the last one that I could physically play, because then after that, once they started releasing them year after year, the controls kept changing. Then you had you could turn around, and then it's like, the fuck am I doing with this ball? I couldn't do it anymore. I was just like, the fuck is this shit? I can't do it. So I was just like, I can't. I ended up not being able, so I haven't been able to play NBA. So yeah, the NBA Street on the GameCube was the last one. The last NBA game I played, and I loved it. The game was so awesome.
They actually have an NBA Jam for Xbox 360 that's backwards compatible for Xbox One. Yes, that is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It was the newest one, and it is pretty up there. You should probably check it out, because you'd probably dig it.
Yeah, actually, I was trying to wait and let everybody go through, because you briefly mentioned that, me and Monkey Balls are kindred spirits with Madden. I've only been playing it since, I could figure out how to pick up a controller and start playing. I have 2 older brothers. Well, it's me in sports games in general. I have 2 older brothers, and Remo can attest to this, that will not play a sports game against me. If it's UFC to Madden to 2K, whatever NBA is coming out this month, they just won't, because I'm a sports fan at heart, and then you put that on a console. In my element of video games, because I'm not big enough to play any fucking position in football. Goddamn, I'm only 5'10", 170 pounds.
What are you talking about? You took a spear from me and got back up through a brick wall, no less.
True.
And you're an army man, so.
Yeah, but anyway, they want people that are over 6 foot and almost close to a ton in weight. But anyway, I kid. But I love Madden. This is the only Madden I haven't been able to get my hands on yet, just because it's only console, and I have my ways of playing with new rosters, but it's on the old 2008 Madden that was actually out for PC that did terrible.
Yeah.
You get one mod that lets you do roster update every year. You can keep playing. But anyway, it breaks my heart to hear there still is the catching mechanic glitch and error and everything like that. I am happy to hear that the kicking has gone back. I know some people want the push button kick to come back, not the knobby kick. But I don't know. I can take or leave whichever one. I learn how to kick the fucking ball, or just don't play the game. Go play FIFA if you want to be able to kick a ball with a fucking button.
FIFA, oh my god.
Touche.
Go play football.
FIFA's another one that got really complicated, by the way.
Yes, it did.
Like Madden was one. Like Madden's one that's kind of been the same, where it's like, okay, here's your play, here's the buttons you push to throw it, and then you can and when you're the receiver, you can juke one way, you can go the other, you can spin. Oh, you can break a tackle now, by the way,
Holy shit! Oh my god! It's only taken 30 years.
There's a button. It's very quick though. It's a button command to break a tackle.
Like a Dark Souls parry, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. But it is very involved though. But it's gotten better. But it's basically been the same. But every other game like NBA, FIFA, hockey, for God's sakes, hockey.
Oh, I can't.
Has gotten so confusing that it's like you're pressing 3 different fucking buttons
and slapping a
to
titty.
do one thing. Yeah.
See, that's why I stopped playing sports games.
You were pressing 3 different buttons, slapping the person next to you's titty, and hitting select. Oh. You moved 3 yards down the field. Good job, buddy.
And that's why I quit playing sports games.
This is not the original Olympics for the NES where I have to fucking hit X not NES, NES, Super Nintendo, sorry, where I have to hit X and Y to get both legs to kick, and I better hope I can fucking, oh my god, you remember the training camp in Madden back on fucking Super Nintendo? Yeah, you remember having to do the 40-yard sprint doing that? Yeah,
Jesus.
Fuck off with that bullshit.
Ugh.
But no, I mean, I'm glad to hear that they still have the owner option in there, coach option. They've always had the player. What I'm heartbroken to hear they still don't do is from college all the way up, because you used to be able to make a character in NCAA, put him through whatever school after you did the original training camp, then go into Madden, which somehow I would do great in college and always end up on a shitty team like the Oakland Raiders or fucking St. Louis Rams or something.
Ouch.
Which is now the LA Rams, by the way.
Do they have it updated in there? Oh, shit.
Yes, they have it updated now. It is now the Los Angeles Rams.
Which makes no sense, but
that's gonna do terrible, but that's we're getting very deep into jock territory, and I don't think any of us
that's
really
where I'm about to come out, because I know real football, but video game football is just too complicated for me.
But it's just my real question is, are we going to see a Madden curse from Rob Gronkowski? Please, Lord, if you love me even a little bit, Madden curse his ass so bad. I mean, sorry, what? Oh, I had a moment there.
You know what? Leave my Patriots alone.
Your Patriots can eat one. I'm glad he got suspended.
Like how they got left alone when we won the Super Bowl after we had to defeat them handedly.
Gronkowski didn't get suspended. That was Tom Brady.
I know. Yeah. Oh my dear Lord. Okay, I hope he gets MRSA back on his arm. There, you happy? I said
wow, that's a little harsh, bro. Even I wanted to say that.
Sorry, I had a moment there.
Like, I hate the Patriots, and I still wanted to say that. But since you brought up how your brothers won't take you on in sports games, remember, your brothers won't take me on in a fighting game, and I challenge you next time you come down to take me
REMO.
on. It's been years, and you know you can't take me.
How about you play a drag racing game with John?
I will, and I'll beat him in Underground like I did all those years ago.
I don't know. You kept on putting your ass in the wall that one night.
What are you talking? Yeah, because he was wrecking me on purpose. I'm sorry, if you're gonna cheat and wreck me so you can win, since you can't keep up with me, and you're gonna pit maneuver me in a fucking drag race, then yeah.
The saltiness on his road.
That's cheap. Win the race, be fast on the clutch, don't cheat. No, whoa. Fucking slinging people into a wall to win is cheap.
Like what?
That's cheap.
I plenty of people.
I completely forgot what drag racing was.
That's where you go down a straight line in a car.
Yeah, I totally thought that he meant like you guys dressing up in drag and racing.
We totally did, and he was mad because I was the more beautiful chick. He was mad my lipstick game was on point, okay?
Fuck, even the Madden fucking segment ain't making it on YouTube now. God damn it.
Nope.
The one wholesome fucking thing we had, and somebody fucked it up with RuPaul's fucking drag experience.
RuPaul is pretty good.
Hey, ask your brother. I'm gonna whoop your ass and I'm gonna videotape it. Me blindfolded kicking your ass in some Fatal Fury of Mortal Kombat.
You're a Fatal Fury?
One of the best fighting franchises ever? Yes. Terry Bogard?
Franchises.
Yes, bruh. It's for those top tier fighter games, you know. Not for the lower pimps.
It sounded like you said French fries. But no, all in all, I enjoy the match. Kind of right there with Monkey Paws, though. I play on All Pro because All Madden just ends up with me raging and fucking wanting to choke somebody out. So, but
well, you guys have actually kind of talked me into playing it since you guys said they've kind of simplified it over the last 2 years. It's actually kind of intrigued me into playing it. So I used to love playing hockey games and the original Maddens all the way up to I think 2000, but it just started to get too complicated for me.
If you get it, there's practice areas for catching and defense and stuff like that. And some of them are actually like really better. Like you could do full practice drills, like practice plays, where your character should be, what should be going on. They fixed that in franchise mode too. It's very nice.
Yes, it's very
nice. There are some
nice.
glitches that EA needs to work out, but that's pretty much all the time, so we get used to it.
Well, then you might have to school me in how to play some Madden.